Hi, my name's Min, and today I'm going to show you how to work safely in a fume hood. Fume cupboards are designed to draw hazardous fumes and vapours away from the worker and prevent exposure via inhalation. They also play an important role in preventing accumulation of vapour that may be flammable or dangerous for some other reason. Most fume cupboards at the university are ducted. They draw air away from the work area, dilute it and exhaust it above the roof level. This fume cupboard is a good example. So what do we need to know about fume cupboards? You need to know that the fume cupboard is being regularly tested, and to do this, look out for the compliance sticker, which is on the outside of the cupboard. If the fume cupboard didn't pass its compliance in the last 12 months, you need to speak to your supervisor. Please don't use it. If you are the supervisor or lab manager, please contact Campus Infrastructure Services to make sure that it gets looked at. The second thing to remember, and this may sound really obvious, but it really helps if the fume cupboard is turned on and ready to use before you start your work. Not all fume cupboards are the same, but most have a control panel located at the top. Usually the fume cupboard is on, but you might need to turn it on and wait a few minutes before it's ready to use. Have a look at the digital display to check if it's ready to use. Before you start, make sure you pull the sash down, and you should be able to feel a bit of airflow at the opening. Just to be sure, you can place a tissue there, but make sure you don't let go of it, otherwise it'll get sucked into the fume cupboard. A fume cupboard is a work area and shouldn't be used for storage. This means that it should be nearly empty when not in use. Check that the baffles and exhaust paths are not blocked. When setting up, push the sash all the way up to give you good access. Where practical, it is important to place everything inside the cupboard before starting. This will avoid unnecessary walking around the lab while doing the work. Try to set up your work towards the middle of the work area, not too close to the front or too far back. At least 15 centimetres from the front lip. The reason that we don't want it to be too close to the front lip is because fume cupboards can be affected by air turbulence in the room. For example, by people walking past or by the opening and closing of doors. The further back you place your work, the less likely it is that turbulence will result in contaminants escaping the cupboard. Pull the sash down as far as practical and comfortable before opening chemical containers or commencing work. Pull it down even further if the process is underway and does not need to be manually adjusted. This is particularly important if the work is to be left unattended for an extended period of time. The sash provides some protection from splashing and projectiles. Having the sash down can make a big difference if something really goes wrong. It can also reduce the likelihood of any contaminants escaping due to turbulence. Well, that's it for now. Make sure you talk to your lab manager or your supervisor if you require further information.